The third of the 4-chapter missions is that of image enhancement. Its purpose is to increase the prestige and public awareness of manufacturing. SME chapters involved on a local level in all areas of the United States and the world are uniquely qualified to showcase manufacturing as a key contributor to the quality of life. The Image Enhancement Mission has 4 objectives. Again, there are numerous ways in which a chapter can contribute to meeting them. The first objective is to work with local government officials to advance the role of SME and explain the role of manufacturing in the global marketplace. A chapter can invite local officials to its meetings, and likewise it can encourage members to make presentations at local civic or service groups. It can become a member of the Chamber of Commerce or Economic Development Council, and it can utilize the SME Management Awareness Program. The second objective of the Image Enhancement Mission is to work with industry to advance the role of SME and explain the importance of manufacturing in the global marketplace. Chapters can mail meeting notices to plant representatives at manufacturing plants, unions, and local government officials. They can conduct panel discussions with manufacturing representatives to showcase industry needs and accomplishments. And they can publicly acknowledge contributions from local businesses that aid in the image enhancement of manufacturing. A third objective is to work with the academic community to advance the image of manufacturing. Activities that contribute to this objective should recognize the needs and accomplishments of the academic community. For instance, a chapter representative might serve on advisory boards with career counselors or vocational advisors, or host a panel discussion with them. A chapter might give recognition for scholarship winners and grant donors and recipients, or provide speakers for local high schools or colleges. The fourth objective of the Image Enhancement Mission is to work with the general public and consumers of manufacturing merchandise to advance the image of manufacturing. A chapter should reference SME's public relations guide and work with local media to obtain coverage of chapter events and member activities and accomplishments. Chapter members can offer to appear as guests on public access TV or local radio. During National Engineers Week, chapters should organize activities which demonstrate the impact and contributions of manufacturing on the local community.
Years ago, the image of manufacturing was a person on the factory floor working in conditions that were unhealthy, long hours, low pay, and those types of things have turned around today. But yet people still look at manufacturing as being a dirt and grind type profession. SME and those things on a chapter level can really make people aware of what's going on in about any community.
The fourth mission in SME's multiple mission format is that of special activities development. Its purpose is to provide a means for the pursuit of special areas of interest. This mission especially enlists the ideas and encourages the participation of individuals, as well as special interest groups. It provides a means for chapters to engage in new, untried activities often suggested by members. Ultimately, this mission can help a chapter increase the number of members who periodically participate in its activities. The Special Activities Mission has 3 objectives: to develop programming to fit the varying interests of members, to increase chapter support for the Manufacturing Engineering Education Foundation, and to increase chapter involvement in educational opportunities. Activities which satisfy these objectives might resemble fairly traditional chapter activities. For instance, a chapter can develop roundtable discussions on topics of special interest, encourage its members to develop technical papers or write articles for local newspapers or magazines, or even sponsor social events. But the Special Activities Mission also allows chapters to pursue new, non-traditional activities. Chapters might promote compliance with disabilities legislation by staging a wheelchair obstacle course, or involve the community in events like bus tours.
The key to it is to be innovative, to be non-traditional, to get away from the things that have always worked in the past that don't seem to work anymore. It's going to be different for every chapter, it's going to be different for every situation.
The multiple mission format encourages flexibility and creativity as each chapter creates its own programming and long-term goals. The mission guidelines suggested by SME are intended to serve as a framework for chapter leaders. Each chapter may modify, expand, or add to the lists of suggested activities. The only restriction is that a chapter must provide at least 12 hours of technical or professional programming each year. The format remains flexible. 12 hours of programming can be conducted as 2 6-hour events held semi-annually, or perhaps 4 3-hour sessions. In defining its programming, a chapter may often build around activities that overlap 2 or more mission areas. For instance, a roundtable discussion generated as a special interest activity may also be considered a professional development activity or an image enhancement activity. Ultimately, this mission structure offers chapters an opportunity to create innovative programming, to try new ideas and activities, to encourage and support member contributions and enhance member benefits. By trying new ideas for activities, and by changing the format or frequency of programs, chapters offer more benefits to more members. Thus, the multiple mission format makes it possible for a chapter to successfully serve every one of its members at least one time during the course of a year's activities.
The mission structure, we're given an opportunity to work for a particular length of time to accomplish whatever they are interested in as an individual and doing for the chapter. That's probably the most valuable part of the flexibility of the program, is the ability to get more people involved without long-term commitments.
And I think the chapter missions now will give them, they can go work on one individual thing, get involved, and do more constructive things than just going to a meeting on a monthly basis.
By having the missions, I think it makes managing a chapter a lot easier, because we're not under one general guideline that has to fit every chapter.
With the chapter missions defined as they are, and with the ability of each chapter to do what is right for them, we have the best of all possible worlds. It's a situational kind of thing where you can adapt the program to suit your situation, and that's what's so important about it, and that's what makes it work.